Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Shake Up Guys. Impromptu recording today. We just figured, hey, we just jump on here and see how the people were doing. And we have a funny topic today. Hopefully people think it's funny. I think it's funny, but I'm a dude, so it might not translate as well. Although, most of our topics are somewhat controversial. And that's fine because they're meant to start conversations, not to make people feel bad. So first out the gate, I like to say hello, I'm Brad, and my counterpart over here, the Shake Up guy, the other Shake Up guy.
I am the world's greatest misogynist, the rated R superstar, JL. What's going on, man?
Up. Not much, man. Just shooting the shit on a Saturday.
Let's be honest, man.
What's up?
When I'm writing this, I thought it was funny. When I'm writing these topics, I always think they're funny. When I'm jotting down the notes and the ideas for them, I think
it's
they're
funny
hilarious.
because you're a guy.
I'm a scumbag.
I'm sure there's some women at home right now who might see this and be like, fuck those guys. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, whatever.
So far, I only lost two. Only two have jumped off my Facebook. You're a pig.
Well, they might be insecure. You never know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Fuck the weak. No room for the weak.
Yeah. Everybody has a right to their opinion, including us. That's how that works. So, anyway, our topic today is why can't you keep a man?
What the fuck?
No, I think that's an interesting topic. I mean,
doom.
I don't have a soundboard. We need more subscribers if we want more toys to play with on the show. If I had like as much stuff as I wanted, then there would be like sound effects all over this thing. Right. Now, see, now I just got to make sound effects with my mouth, and that's just not going to carry it. So
I want the Law and Order SVU opening. Yep.
Because that always says something shitty's gonna happen.
Right.
So, yeah. The topic today is why can't you keep a man? So me and Jay are having this discussion earlier, and we just figured, hey, we'll record it and throw it out to the public, see what y'all think, and like and subscribe and comment in the comment section, and we'll, I don't know, probably ignore them shits, but at the same time, at least you can feel part. If you're in the chat room, you could be a part of the conversation. So there's that. So, anywho, Jay.
Sadly.
Why can't she keep a man, dog?
I got a theory.
Okay.
I always got a theory.
All right.
In my writings, I come up with a list of reasons why a woman why she can't get or maintain a relationship.
Okay.
In my worldly travels, I've run across a number of women, and I've noticed there's certain factors that are universal no matter where they go, no matter where I go, no matter who they are, whether it's east or west. These seem to be universal. If I find a chick that for some reason can't keep a man or can't get a man, or every time you see her every 6 months she's got a new guy, it's like, what the fuck are you doing wrong? And I've met so many women over the years I'm like, you seem like a good catch on paper, but there's always that one determining factor. There's always that one catch that knocks her out of the running. And so I compiled a list.
Okay.
Go ahead, what were you about to say? I
was just going to say, keep in mind, this does not include women who don't actually want a man. There's some women out there who just, they're not interested in dating.
Lesbians?
No, I'm talking about regular heterosexual women. They just they done with it. They're just as over it as the MGTOW community. They're done. I mean, I know there's a few times in my life where I was like, man, I'm done with this shit, man. For what? You know, why am I trying?
Yeah.
And I like to extend the ladies the same courtesy, because I mean, there's just as many bad dudes out there as there is terrible women. But today's discussion is about why can't this particular female, no one specific, but why this particular female can't keep a man.
Yep. And to make it fair, to make it even, that way I can balance out my misogyny a little bit, and maybe, just maybe, I still got a shot at getting into heaven one day. We'll come back. We'll do a part 2, why men can't maintain a relationship.
That's a little easier to discuss.
I'll make it fair.
We'll do that. That'll be in the next episode.
Yeah.
This episode is about the ladies.
Yeah.
So
here we go. I'm gonna dive into this. There's in every household, in every relationship, there's what I like to call traditional dynamics or traditional roles.
Mm-hmm.
You do this, he does this. The woman cooks, the man cuts the grass. She cleans, he shovels the snow, depending upon where you live in the world.
Yeah.
There's so many women out there who don't understand traditional roles. I've run across chicks who are like, why don't you cook?
I do. But,
I mean, I'm a great cook. I cook all the time, and I'm a great cook. I don't mind. But I'm like, so if I'm shoveling snow or cutting the grass, and I gotta come in and cook, what the fuck do I need you for?
That's an excellent question. You don't.
She's,
Under that circumstances, no. I don't run into too many women though that just refuse flat out to cook. I've met some that weren't good at it. You know, just like I'm sure there's some guys out there who's terrible at cooking, but I haven't met a lot of women that just flat out refuse to ever cook. I know they're out there because I've heard the stories, but I always figured that those women would. I always wondered, like, how do they take care of their own children when they refuse to cook?
I got a story for that. A story with this woman, and I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to get sued. When I worked in social work, she maintained, she was adamant, I don't cook.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking's not my thing.
Okay.
And I want to say her name so bad because she's, to this day, keep in mind, that was in 2009. And she's still, I ran into her about 8 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
She still don't cook. She's still like that. And she still can't, she's still single. She been with a guy for 6 years and he told her flat out, you ain't marriage material.
At least he was honest.
She said, she's like, I don't like to cook. She's like, I don't cook. I don't really like to clean. She don't even like to do her own hair. She keep weaving all the time. Cause she said she don't like doing it. I was like, so you just the epitome of lazy.
She's just a lazy broad.
She's just super lazy. But
did she have any children?
She had one. And that was the other thing. Her daughter was like 8 at the time.
So what did she feed her daughter then?
McDonald's. She said, my daughter is a McDonald's baby.
So
I'm
is
like,
the baby
poison to your kid?
No offense to the kid
probably fat.
That's what my next question was
I
going
had
to
no
be.
idea.
Was the kid like obese?
Well, at the time, yeah, it was chunky.
The kid?
Yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, if you keep feeding the kid food that's, high in calories like that, then it's inevitable.
Yeah, the kid was
You're also setting that kid up for diabetes too, so whatever.
At the time, the kid was a porker, so I'm just like, that you can't. And she probably boasted that my daughter's a McDonald's baby. That was her thing. Her kid was a McDonald's baby. And she didn't cook. She just adamant, we eat out or we pick up something on the way home or whatever.
Like even if she like if you go to your local, not any grocery store, but most of the grocery stores that I go to, they even have a salad bar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can just go in there and, you know what I'm saying, pick up, make a salad or,
You can go to Kroger's and I go to Kroger's like at least 4 times a week and get a salad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But yeah, this chick, that was her thing. And her claim to fame was, I'm good in bed. That was her bargaining tool. Or her bargaining chip was, I'm really good in bed.
So was my hand.
You can only bang a broad out about 5 times before you're like, okay, look, bitch, I need a sandwich.
Something to keep my energy up.
And some Gatorade. Can you make Kool-Aid? Can you do something? Crystal Light because I'm on my sugar intake. Can you do something?
I don't know.
Besides ride dick, or is that your only talent?
I mean, that seems to be the only thing she seemed to be interested in. I mean, I don't know this person, but I don't even know who you're talking about. Like,
yeah, you do. I'll tell you
undercover. Oh, I know this person.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
well, I'm gonna be really surprised to hear this then later.
Yeah, but she was. I was like, you're useless. And I told her, this was back in 2009. I told her, you're never gonna find a man. I told her flat out, you're never gonna find.
He's not one that you want to keep.
Because you're not. He's not gonna want to keep you because you're not domesticated. He may like good looking broad. He likes the way you look. He likes the way you look on his arm. He likes the way you look naked. But after about that fourth or fifth time of pounding you out, he's gonna be like, she's useless. You don't cook, you don't clean, you don't do nothing. You just sit there and look pretty. You good for nothing. Now I'm gonna start disrespecting you.
You gonna start disrespecting her because she has no value.
She has no value. Other than a nut and a showpiece, she's useless. You're good for nothing except showing you my old face right before I come on yours. That's it. She had nothing to bargain with.
All right. So what else? What was the next one?
Next one.
Reason why she can't keep it. That particular girl is pretty obvious why she can't keep a man. But well, let's go to the less obvious reasons.
Less obvious. You're out of shape.
Okay. Round's a shape.
Yeah.
But not a good one.
Round is not a good shape. Round's
not for
really
humans.
not. Especially not in this day and age when you've got...
You're a porcupine.
Yeah, that's fucked. You got Instagram models running around. You got chicks who are going over to the DR and getting the surgery, which I recommend. I was in Dominican for 5 days. Nothing below a 7. Every chick over there was damn near a 10. And I was like, how the fuck
But doesn't the
possible?
poverty bring it down a little bit?
Not the way they look.
Okay. Yeah.
Not the way they look. Our waitresses were pissing me off because I was like, you should be modeling in the States or at least doing porn, something. They look ridiculous. And I'm like, you over here waiting tables for nickels? Everything over there look fucking just righteous. So I was like, this is ridiculous. So, but hey, back to topic. I got off subject. I went left.
It's fine. It's your show.
You can't make up.
You do what you want.
Yeah, thank you. You're out of shape. I mean, you can have everything going for you. And I know a young lady. She's got a really nice place, nice car, nice job. Got a lot going for her. Single as can be. She's just out of shape. Nice girl. She's just out of shape. I mean, really out of shape. Like, out of shape. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like you just want to take a pen and pop her. I'm like, if you just drop 50, you get more attention. I'll give you an example. The last guy she was talking to stopped talking to her for another chick. The other chick he left her for was a gym rat. I mean, this chick is at the gym. We work out at the same gym. She's there literally I'm there 5 days a week. She's there at least 5 days a week. I see her. She may be going 6 or 7, but I see her for at least 5.
Okay.
She's in there every day. She didn't have anywhere near as much to offer as the girl I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. She didn't bring as much to the table, but she was in that gym every day. She kept everything tight. Mm-hmm. Everything where it's supposed to be, without body magic or Spanx or anything else.
Body magic.
That waist trainer shit. She hit the gym. So your appearance goes a long way is what I'm getting at. The way you look. Because you can have everything going for yourself, but that guy at the end of the day still wants to be able to show you off. He still wants to be like, this is my arm candy. This is what I bring. This is what I brought to the party with me.
I can see how that can be important to some people. It's not super important to me. It's not a show pony. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to show you off. If you look good, that's awesome, but that's not my job to show you off.
But you don't want to walking around with the chick that kids are pointing and laughing at either in public.
Oh,
you don't want
me being open-minded doesn't change the fact that I'm not attracted to that kind of thing. So no.
Yeah.
So that's me being fair. I mean, I'm sure there's women out there. I'm sure most women aren't attracted to me. So we're even.
And that's fine. There's somebody for everybody, but I'm like, you can make yourself more appealing to more people.
Yeah, I get where you're going.
That's okay, good. Don't you want a larger pool to choose from? Do you want to fish in the lake or you want to fish in the ocean? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the analogy I'm trying to present.
All right, cool.
So get rid of the muffin top. put down the slab of ribs, eat a salad.
Hey, ribs are low carb.
The fuck?
They are. They're low carb. Ribs?
This nigga.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Ribs are low carb.
All right.
If you just eat the ribs, if you got like rolls and shit with it, then yeah, you whatever. But I'm just saying.
You went left.
It's not left. It's just I'm just saying like ribs. There's worse thing to eat than ribs.
Fat chick pussy.
Moving on.
Hey. The promiscuous girl.
Oh, there's my favorite. Now, when we say promiscuous,
the girl with the known promiscuous girl, the reputation precedes you, girl. The girl you walk in, you be like, oh, that's who y'all talking about, girl. That girl.
That girl.
Your reputation makes you undateable, chick.
I think it's more from my perspective. It's more about when she is promiscuous. Is she have a dude when she's doing this? If so, then I look at that differently than somebody who's just promiscuous and they run in their own life. I could care less about that.
At this age, your reputation don't really matter to me. Because I'm like, shit,
that's what I'm saying.
My reputation is fucked up. So I'm a rated R superstar for a reason, goddammit. But I'm talking about for the average, because I'm above, you're above average. We're both exceptional here. So for the average guy, he's going to take your reputation into account. He's going to look at it and be like, man, she's cool, but I can't really be fucking with this chick. The pass around, the bust down.
So from what I gather here is essentially most guys want a girl that they can brag on.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're saying that someone who's been passed around like flyers is not somebody you can brag on.
You can't brag on her.
Okay. Fair enough.
If you walk into an event and 10 guys can tell you what she like in bed and how she like it, that's not the chick you really want. The average guy, that's not the chick he's gonna feel comfortable with. So in that essence, I call it the slutty girl. You treat the slutty girl like a recovering alcoholic. You treat her like she can relapse at any time and go right off the wagon.
And fall right on some strange.
Fall on some strange meat.
You know, I like I said this before. If you are a single lady and you just like jumping from one dude to the next, if you're single, I ain't got nothing to say about it. Nothing at all. I could care less. Do you, boo. Do you. But if you got a dude, if somebody actually at home who cares about you and you just feel like there's such a pushover that you can jump from guy to guy, then that's when we start getting more into the realm of you being a horrible person. And that's my opinion.
You being a horrible person. Mm-hmm. That's altogether a different dynamic. That's just awful. That's fucked up. If you got somebody at home that cares about you and you out here passing out your pussy like it's popcorn at a movie theater, you ain't shit. That's altogether different. What I'm talking about is the girl who you just did your thing without thinking about the repercussions later, especially in a small environment, a small community.
I can see how that'd be extremely easy for a female. I mean, it's not like women have to try that hard to find somebody who wants to have sex with them. I don't know, it's like pouring a glass of water. It's there and available. So, I mean, for a woman whose intent is to have a lot of sexual partners, not really that much to brag on. And I think that's the difference between men and women, is because of the level of difficulty it is for a man to get that as opposed to a woman. You know, a woman just walks in and just, would you like to come home with me? She doesn't have to say sex. She can just say, would you like to come home with me? And 9 times out of 10, it really doesn't matter what she looks like. She can find a dude that's going to be like, yes.
Right.
So
somebody's going to go. And
Somebody's gonna
that's
know.
why the double standard exists. That's part of the reason we talked about double standards last week. That's part of the reason that exists is because there's no challenge for women. They'd be like, oh, she sucked 10 dicks today. Well, good, but she could have sucked 100 dicks. It's not a challenge for a woman.
No, not at all.
You can walk out the front door and be like, I need dick. Before she finishes that sentence, 3 guys are going to be in front of her immediately anyway. That's where the double standard, because we have to actually work. We have to put in effort. We have to hunt.
Have to go
But
do
anyway.
the right things, I guess.
Yeah.
Or some bad stuff or whatever.
Yeah, wrong things mostly, but
We have to do things.
so like I said, again, treat the slutty girl like a recovering alcoholic and know that she can fall off the wagon at any time. Moving right along. Now we're getting into the mental health aspect of it now.
You think there's a mental health aspect related to? I just figured maybe women just like sex just as much as guys do, which is what I firmly believe.
Absolutely, but don't have to like it with everybody you meet
That's
or
true.
see. Just like guys, you can't fuck everybody. I used to say this years ago. You can't fuck everybody. Sometimes a motherfucker tell you no, they might be saving your life. So,
Well, I might be telling somebody no, saving my own life.
There
You
you
never
go.
know.
but no, now I'm slipping into the mental health aspect of it with my next section.
Okay.
The women who can't let their guard down. You've got so many heart scars, they call them, where you've been fucked over so many times or mistreated or in bad relationships that you just got your guard up so high that you're like, fuck this, I'm out. And you can't let your guard down. So when you do get into a good relationship or you do meet a good guy, either one, you don't recognize the good guy, or you don't accept him for a good guy because you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Or you're waiting for him to beat you with the other shoe, whichever comes first.
So emotionally scarred.
Emotionally scarred women.
Okay.
They're emotionally and mentally unavailable. They keep you at arm's length and they're like,
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you're a good guy. Okay. And they're just always got their guard up. And eventually, motherfucker get tired. You don't want to keep beating against this brick wall. I'm tired of trying to convince you I ain't gonna kill you. I'm tired of trying to convince you I ain't gonna fuck your sister. I'm tired of trying to convince you that I'm not gonna take your money out your account and
Those are all legitimate
other-
concerns, though.
have other bitches in your car.
Those
They
are all legitimate concerns.
They are, but that goes into one, knowing how to pick a good guy, and two, stop fucking who you want to fuck and start fucking who you should be fucking.
Yeah.
Stop fucking with the nigga over here that you think got swag, and he got long pretty hair. Stop fucking with the nigga over here who's over here working on his master's in accounting, who ain't got no kids. Leave the nigga over here with four kids and 4 baby mamas alone. Go for the accountant over here.
He's had enough.
He's had plenty. He's had plenty.
Yeah. He's had enough.
Get off that dick
No mas.
and go over here to this dick.
No mas.
For all y'all that like to cheer on, you see what it did for Sierra, that piece of shit. She stopped fucking with 50, started fucking with Russell, that people call a cornball. And what did it get her?
Married.
Married, another kid, big house, half of an $80 million contract, and now what, half of $130
I don't
million?
think she gets half. but-
Yeah, no prenup. And he even said going in, I don't want any prenup. So, like I said, it worked out for Sierra. When she finally got her head out of her ass and said, I'm gonna stop riding 50 dick and go fuck this Russell
But she
nigga.
knew 50 wasn't gonna marry her ass.
But she let Russell nut it, or not Russell, what's his nigga name? The rapper.
It is.
What's
Oh,
the rapper?
Future?
Future. You got Future juice in you and produced a kid. Now you're attached to this goofy motherfucker for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but he can make his child support payment, so that all worked out. What else we got, man?
You all right, man? You look low energy. You look tired.
I'm not tired, man. I'm just a little frustrated with
Life?
not life, just banking.
Thinking.
Banking. You know, my bank where my money is being
Oh,
kept and I
banking.
can't fucking get to it. Anyway, that's
yeah,
not that has nothing to do with the show.
That'll
So
do it. That'll do it. We'll talk about that in current events.
fucking bullshit.
Moving to the next one, man, before you get all crazy and shoot up a bank or something.
Never that.
You don't.
That's Fed time, buddy.
Yeah, it is. 85%. This is the one that really touches home. You didn't value the relationship while you were in it.
That is, I think that's one of those that I can more, I could say I've experienced in my life.
Explain.
Well, just, and I've said this before. I've said it on other shows where, you know, you dealing with somebody and I don't know. I'm just by nature, I'm a nice guy. I don't want to have this edge or just be a dick just to keep some woman in line. I want to be me. I just want to do me. And that usually translates to doormat, and people try to do whatever they want while still holding on to you. That works for a little while until you get caught in your bullshit.
Right.
And then after that, your relationship with that person is never the same. I've told many people this. Like, you can try it if you want, but once you've crossed a certain barrier with me, there is no going back. There's no going back. It's over. Like, we can be friends, but I'm never going to be in love with you like that.
Right.
Because I'm never going to trust you again. And how the hell are you going to have love with somebody if you don't trust them? So that's my experience with it. And my advice to men and women is just, you know, if you're not ready to be in a relationship, then don't. But don't try to hold on to somebody when you still trying to do this over here. Guys and girls. I'll say that to both men and women. So that's how I feel about that. I've never gotten into a relationship and felt like once I was in that relationship, I need to keep her over here while I go do my dirt over there. I've never done that before. So I don't know. I guess all I need is like one more falling down moment and then maybe I'll be a full on
homicidal maniac.
Nah, I'll never be a homicidal maniac because I'm never gonna put myself in jeopardy like that, based off of what somebody else does.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna stay me. I'm gonna stay Brad. I'm gonna do me, and you know, I have faith that, you know, in the future somebody will be like, hey, that's a stand-up dude. That's the kind of guy I could see myself being with, and treat it accordingly. You know, I want to be with him, so now I'm gonna cut off all my old whatever people I was dealing with, and you know, we make a go of it as a relationship. But as far as why women can't keep a man, that's a huge factor. You know, you can't, you know, once you engage in a relationship, it's not really about just you anymore.
Absolutely. You go in, piggyback off what you said. If you're going into this, you're an all-in kind of guy. You go in all in. You're like, okay.
Once I feel like, yeah, I agree. Once I feel like this is a person that has earned my respect, and is going to show me the kind of loyalty that I'm used to giving, then I'm all in.
Okay. Only thing is, now here's the thing. You have to be a high value kind of guy. You have to be, and you are. I'm gonna give you that credit. You are. But she has to recognize. Chicks have to recognize, one, that he's a high value guy, and two, that there has to be that respect there. Mm-hmm. Until that's there, it's irrelevant. So until ladies, until you learn to recognize a high value quality man, that
doesn't necessarily mean rich, because I'm not that. Rich. I'm not anywhere even remotely close to that.
It doesn't mean rich. It just means of substance.
Because a lot of people confuse the two.
High value just means a man of substance, a man of quality, and can mean a man of means.
Mm-hmm. It can.
Yeah.
Not disqualifying rich guys. I'd like to be a rich guy, I guess, one day. It's just, you know what I'm saying, a little I've stumbled. But my life ain't over. Who knows what's gonna happen?
There you go. So that, like I said, that ties in. She didn't. And you said you've had this conversation so many times with women. They didn't recognize it while they were in it.
No.
And now I can tell. I automatically know how many have come back and said, "Ooh, I should have just stayed with you," or "I fucked up," or
I'll say this.
I don't do second chances.
It's not that. I won't say that they didn't recognize it. I'll say that they took it for granted.
Thank you. There we go. I like
because I've always run into people who, because of how it always goes is we're cool, then we're not cool, and then after we're not cool, you're trying to figure out how we get back to cool. And you could have stayed in cool, but you decided to go see what they put on the grass on the other side of the fence. And then while you was over there, you figured out, wow, that grass ain't green for no reason. It's got a lot of shit on it.
Dog shit, cat shit, a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Some back going on.
And then you're trying to jump back over the fence, and that's when you see a stop sign there.
Yeah.
Now you can jump back over the fence and play in the yard a little bit, but you're never coming back in the house. you are outside cat now.
That's a great analogy.
So that's just whatever,
That's a great analogy.
And women, and I'll say this to women: women don't. If once your barrier has been broken, once they've crossed that line with you, drop their ass. Fuck them.
Absolutely.
Because they could have had it all, but some people they can't see the forest for the trees. They can't see that they got a good thing, and not to fuck it up with some bullshit around the corner. Everybody lives in this this microwave society where we want what we want it now, and we don't care about tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't matter. It's just all about getting immediate gratification. That's what it boils down to.
And that's what it is, and that's unfortunately that's what we hit. You got so many people, like I said, a microwave society. People want it right now. Do you want Hot Pockets or do you want Thanksgiving dinner?
That's a good question.
If you're hungry right now, a Hot Pocket seems fine, seems cool, seems good. But if you're really, really forward thinking, you'll wait that hour and a half for that delicious Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I know this is going to be better. I know this is not only going to be delicious, it's going to be satisfying.
I'm not wasting my Weight Watchers points on this Hot Pocket.
There you go.
Bring me something delicious. Not that Hot Pockets aren't delicious. They actually are very tasty. But
this shit tastes like asshole and cardboard.
Okay.
I don't eat this shit.
I like them. They're good.
There's a meme floating around that I love and I like to revert back to. It's Lois Lane sitting on the edge of the bed. And it's Superman laying in the bed with his cape draped over a chair. And she's just sitting on the edge of the bed, kind of looking all sad and somber and shit, staring at the window. And then over her head is like bubbles, and it says, "Is he really the best I can do?"
Wow, Superman?
It's like, bitch.
Damn.
You lousy bitch.
Damn.
It's Superman. Superman. You want better than Superman? Find him.
Yeah, good luck
Find
with
him.
that.
You want him to be you want him to have Bruce Wayne money and still be Superman?
I mean, who cares about Bruce Wayne money if you are Superman?
You're Superman. You can fly and get whatever the fuck you
I'm
want to be.
bulletproof. I can fly. I got laser eyes.
But it goes back to the problem.
Awesome.
Focus. It goes back to women. You don't recognize a good thing while you're in it. Who are you going to, and you're always looking for an upgrade. You're always looking for the next level or a better whatever the fuck.
That's hypergamy, man.
That's hypergamy in essence.
Control your hypergamy, ladies.
You're thinking, instead of recognizing and appreciating what you have in front of you right here, right now, which is Thanksgiving dinner, you're willing to risk Thanksgiving dinner for a fucking Hot Pocket just because the Hot Pocket is chicken and broccoli. That sounds tasty.
It is tasty.
But it's just chicken and broccoli. You've got Thanksgiving dinner right in front of you.
I got steaks marinating, bitch.
You got steaks marinating. Those steaks just might not be done yet. Yeah. They're just not ready yet. You felt there's so many women who trade up for what they think is really up, but honestly, it might be a fucking even keel. What is that? A lateral move. It might be a lateral move. Or it might be a downgrade. It may be an upgrade, but he may beat your ass. He may be rich. He may be handsome. He may be fun and fit and all that good shit. But occasionally he like to get a little too drunk and beat your ass. Is it worth the trade in? This guy over here might not have been the best. He might not have been in the best shape. But he never went upside your head, did he? You goofy bitch. That's what I said. It goes back. You want to trade in Superman.
If you want respect, you gotta punch your girl in the face.
You want to act right. Get
Ruled with fear.
The eye.
Ruled with fear. No, I'm
That's
kidding.
right.
But yeah, it's a sad world that we live in now, and it's reflected in the society that we have. But I mean, not to get off subject, because the subject is why can't she keep a man? Those are all good reasons. Those are all good reasons why. Because I don't know, I've been around the block a few times, and I just got to the point now where it's like, I'm just gonna focus on my career and I'm not gonna worry about dating, because it's just a shit show out there. It is. It's just, I don't know. What would the club be without single moms?
Man. Hold on, don't talk about single moms. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Next one. That false sense of entitlement. You felt like you're entitled to a good man or a good relationship or a happy marriage and 2.5 kids, white picket fence and all that. Nobody owes you shit. No, the world don't owe you shit. You know, you got to work for everything you get.
No, it's the only thing you're owed is what you go and work for.
Very few people get things handed to them. Instagram models, and that's only until they hit the wall, and then they're fucked. Then
or they take that career ending picture with their boyfriend or husband. I call that the career ender for Instagram models. Oh, you got a man? See ya. Deuces.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So, what's the next one?
Next one we got. Seriously, dude. That overinflated sense of self-worth. It kind of ties into the entitlement thing. You have an overinflated sense of self-worth. What that means is you think you're here, so ergo your guy must be here, at least minimal. You really prefer him to be up here, but you'll settle for here. You think he has to not only meet your expectations, but exceed them.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, nobody meets your expectations.
Okay.
So therefore, you toss everybody to the side and don't feel like anybody's really worthy of you.
Okay. So with that, isn't it safe to say that if we're doing a ranking system,
Yep.
and you say she's here, he's here, right? That's the only way it's gonna work, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make her easily trade in bait? Doesn't that make it a lot easier for him to just trade her off for something that he thinks is not here anymore, but he wants something like right here?
For him?
For him. Or, I mean, I'm sure it works both ways, but I'm saying, like, for him, I mean, we're talking about women. Why can't women keep a man? So that's the subject. But in this case,
doesn't that make her tradable?
Yes, is what I'm saying.
No.
It doesn't?
No. Here's why. Typically, there's an old goofy ass movie called The First Wives Club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm referencing that for a point. I'll come back to say, men typically don't look for what a woman has, more so of how she looks, how she presents herself, how she carries herself. Your age, beauty, virtue, that's primarily what a man is looking for. We're not worried about let me rephrase that. Majority of the time, what you bring to the table is second on our list. So we're mostly looking for like how you look first, primarily. That's what brings you into the ranking first.
Right.
Men are naturally, we're providers. We're providers and protectors. That's what we do. That's our innate nature.
At least the good dudes.
Good guys.
Let's clarify that.
The good guys. Innately, we want to provide for you. We want to protect for you. We if we're up here and you're down here, we don't really give a shit as long as you keep yourself up, stay pretty, don't orca out on me. We're okay. Because hell, it's my job to take care of this household anyway. It's my job to provide for this household. I don't really care how you look. I don't really care.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. That's wrong. I've been drinking. I don't really care what you bring, as long as you bring a little bit of something, but more so, you look good. That's the majority of men. We'd rather you be not statuesque, but appealing on the eyes and easy on the ears.
Within reason. I mean, we're not all going to date supermodels. I mean,
Of course not.
Or
Just
models of any kind, you know, Instagram, whatever.
be easy on the eyes, easy on the ears. That's all I need you to be.
When you say easy on the ears, you mean nagging?
Don't bitch. Don't bitch.
I think
Don't nag me.
doesn't that come with the package?
It doesn't have to. That's what people settle for. That's what people expect. I don't have to take your nagging. I don't need this shit. I was fine before you. My clothes was clean before you. My meals was cooked before you. And I was alive before you. You can leave tomorrow. I'll still have meals. I'll still have clean laundry. And I'll still be here. Fuck you. I don't need your nagging. There's no reason to really nag. If you nag at this stage, you nagging is really because you just want something to bitch about. What is the main components of an argument? It's sex, money, communication. Sex life, always on point. I'm the shit. Communication, obviously I do the show. I'm a talker, so I got no problem expressing my feelings or telling you when I got a problem with something you did or I appreciate something you did. Not a problem. And what? Money. I get to bust my ass every day and ain't nothing turned off, so money's not really a factor. So there's no reason really to nag, bitch, or complain. If you're doing any of those, it's because you just want to be a bitch. You just want to bitch, nag, and complain.
Okay. Well, those are all legitimate concerns. I feel like next episode we'll do the reverse. We'll do the guys. Why can't you get a woman?
Absolutely.
And then we'll just focus in on me. But it's not that I can't get one. It's just that I'm just not interested in dating right now.
We'll get you next
But
time.
I'm sure there's. You have any more on your list?
Yeah, I got two more.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Three more.
Go for
Three
it.
more. Yeah, don't cut me off. I'm still going, man. I got this shit
go
on
for
here.
it.
I
I
write.
was just,
Right.
and
This
then,
goes for the.
trying to keep things fair. You know what I'm saying?
I'm balanced. I said we're gonna do a part 2 for.
No, I just meant like
I'm keeping my misogyny in check.
Just being
for once.
fair is like this is stuff we see. This isn't like, oh, we hate women and we're just making this stuff up. No, we see this all the time. This isn't no made up stuff. So that's what I meant by keeping things fair. That's all I meant.
I hate y'all. Some of y'all. Most of you.
So
All right. Next one on the list is he's not the priority. You couldn't make him the priority, and I've heard so many women say this. I've talked to a lot of guys, because this isn't shit I pull out of my ass. This is literally conversations I have with other guys, with women. These are conversations that I had, and I've heard it so many times. He wasn't a priority. Mm-hmm. I experienced this myself once. Either you put your career, your kids, your family, your friends, something ahead of him. Or 9 times out of 10, the majority of it is all of that I just mentioned came before him. Mm-hmm. So you had to delegate your day, ladies. This is ladies. I'm only speaking to ladies today. You had to delegate your day to your career, then come home, the kids, the household. You gotta talk to your friends on the phone so your girlfriends can tell you about their day. Then you gotta talk to your mother, your sister, your cousin, and your aunt so they can tell you about their day. And then if there's anything left over in the tank, that's for him. By that time, you've used up about 98% of what you had, the energy you had for that day. So there's literally nothing left for him. He wasn't the priority. Or you got soccer tournaments, kickball, fucking karate tournaments every weekend. So yeah, I know. So every weekend, he literally, if he wants to spend a weekend or at least one day out of a weekend with you, you got to schedule that shit 3 weeks out. It's like, well, how do you date somebody? I
guess you just shouldn't date in that situation, right? If you can't give him at least a decent amount of time, even if it's just the end of your day, you know? I've had that happen where, you know.
If you can't focus on him, if you two can't focus, I'll make it fair. If you can't focus on each other, You two need to bow out gracefully out of that shit because it's not gonna work.
Well, if you got two career-minded people, they work together. That might be,
On paper,
something that could work for them. But I mean, I guess you're right on paper. But
on paper, if you're a CEO, she's a CEO, two different companies, and you're pulling your resources together to build this dynamic family. Great, if you can make it work. And on paper, it sounds good. She's the CEO of Kraft, and he's the CEO of Gillette, or whatever the fuck, and they working together to build this shit.
that's a hell of an income, right?
That's a hell of an income.
Two people, fucking CEOs.
That's some real bread right there.
That's some balling shit y'all got going on over there.
Real bread. But they got to understand that they have to focus and make time before they do anything. He's got to come to the table. She's got to come to the table just like this and say, hey, look, I'm CEO of this company. I work 14-hour days minimum. She's got to come to the table and say, look, I work 14-hour days minimum also. So you understand that you're only going to get, I still got to eat, sleep, try to hit the gym and everything else. So you understand that literally only leaves 10 hours to do everything and give you some attention.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can do that ahead of time, going into this, you got a shot. And understand that that's not going to change. Don't get a year into it and be like, I need more time. I need more attention. No, bitch. You knew going in what this was. You knew I was a 14-hour a day kind of guy.
Yeah.
Just my thoughts.
Yeah.
I
It's
got
all
a next one.
legitimate concerns.
I got a next
I
one.
feel like they're legitimate. Some women out there may not, but whatever. It
Okay.
ain't their show.
It ain't your show. Next one. We're getting close to the end. This is second to last one. You don't have anything to offer.
You mean as in a job or as in
It's
just
actually-
ability? That doesn't encompass everything. Is like they don't have a job. They don't cook. They don't clean. They don't do yard work. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't do shit. You bring nothing.
A Laotian handmaid.
Hey,
Dog.
fuck you. I ain't cooking shit.
I just basically like no job, no car, no real education, terrible conversationalist. And you got 4 kids by 4 ex-drug dealers and gangbangers. You got jack shit to offer a quality dude.
I mean, if she's got
What the
kids,
fuck out of that
she
list?
got 4 kids, but you should just. She got 4 kids by 4 different drug dealers. You probably in danger anyway. I mean, you probably should get the fuck out of there anyway. So that's extreme. That's extreme.
It was an exaggeration
even if it was
on
just
that part. but-
one kid with one drug dealer, like if it was like if I'm El Chapo's baby mama, I'm gonna be like, ooh. I
Yeah, I wouldn't even
can't.
fuck with that. I
I
would
can't. 'Cause
run.
I've seen when he does to people he don't like.
Yeah,
That's
I'd run.
fucked up. But
He escaped from prison. So,
shit, more than once.
more than once. So, yeah, if you got nothing to offer, if you don't bring anything to the table, recognize ahead of time. Be like, you know what? I ain't got nothing to offer you. I ain't got nothing but what's between my legs. And that's been in 4 car crashes.
Damn.
So, if you want a piece of
Is
it,
that what you're calling pregnancy car crashes
Yes.
for vaginas?
have you ever seen
All
a
right.
vagina after pregnancy?
I have not.
Go look it up.
I haven't studied them before and after. Maybe I should look at some tape.
Yeah. I would call that a car wreck. I don't know what you would refer to it as, but I would definitely call that a car
I just call it trauma.
wreck. Trauma's perfect.
Call it trauma straight up
Send
and
your
down.
body into shock. And the last one, you don't learn from your mistakes. That's why you
That's
can.
most people. No, I get you. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I'm just saying it is.
If you thought
Clearly, if you got more than one kid, you don't learn from your mistakes. If you're single with more than one kid, then you don't learn from your
Shots fired.
mistakes. And that goes for men and women.
Man.
Just saying.
that is real. I never understood that. Like, if it's so hard raising kids,
Why do you have more than
why
one?
do people have more than one? I never understood that. If this one was it's so hard, it's so traumatizing. Stop.
Because orgasms trump comfortable lifestyles, I guess. I don't know.
You
Whatever.
could have orgasms without pregnancy.
I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize this shit and I can't. A lot of this stuff is impossible for me to be like, well, no, blah, 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 blah. I can't. And because it's so black, it is what it is. I don't want to deal with that shit either. So I can't rationalize it by trying to tell somebody else, oh, that's not that bad. Just because she got 4 kids with 4 baby daddies doesn't diminish her value as a... Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
You
it does.
muppet.
Sorry.
Yes, it does.
I'm
That's
sorry
exactly
that
what it does.
that this sounds harsh, but it isn't, because when you really think about it, you're spreading yourself a little thin. It's hard enough for
You're spreading yourself all right.
I didn't mean it that way, but yeah, you're spreading yourself pretty thin, and your kids are the one that suffer from this. I mean, you might not look at it as something that's stand out bad, but your kids are the ones that have to suffer. Your kids are the ones that, you know, getting food snatched out of their mouth to feed their other siblings that they had no say in creation. You know, you probably told him to shut his ass up and go back to sleep. Mommy's busy, when you created the next 3 or 2, whatever number you sitting at right now. So, I mean, all in all, at the end of the day, I'm not, you know, we don't do this to bash women. We do this to hold up a mirror to say, hey, stop this dumb shit, and maybe we could create stronger families. I've said this before: stronger families, stronger community, and ultimately stronger country. I mean, that's why people are so easily duped now. They ain't got no damn guidance. But I digress.
To piggyback on that, I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. I met a chick a while back. 3 kids, 3 different guys. Half-ass job. It was decent enough for her, I guess. She made about $35,000 a year. And she thought she was straight, super straight and all that good stuff. And I'm like, and she thought she was a quality chick and I should put in effort for her. No. And I had to sit her down and explain to her. I was like, you understand that it takes on average about $10,000 a year to raise a kid. You have 3.
That's a low number.
Yeah, it is. I'm being fair, more than fair. It takes about $10,000 a year to raise a kid. You've got 3. You make $35,000 a year. That means all of your money, with the exception of $5,000, is tied up in your kids. Mm-hmm. That only leaves $5,000 left over for you to maintain your household. I mean, you can't even buy me a pair of sneakers or a Happy Meal. If I want a 3-piece wing combo, you can't afford it. You got these kids, and you make $35,000 a year. That's why I'm like that. I'm not picking on women with kids. I'm just using that example, and I'm piggybacking off what you said, how they're getting food snatched out of their mouth because you're making it difficult by bringing these other children into the home. If you stop at 1, if raising 1 is so difficult, stop. Just stop. That's part of that goes back into learning from your mistakes. Once is a mistake, twice is a pattern. Yeah. Just stop. Because I'm like,
stop.
Just stop.
Cut the shit.
Just
wrap it up, or use birth control, or do something.
Plus, what's going on in the back of my mind, because I'm a little off. I see the world a little differently. If you got 4 kids, 4 different guys, that automatically lets me think like, okay, that means 4 different dudes squirted in you and got you pregnant. Mm-hmm. How many squirted in you and didn't get you pregnant?
That's a good question.
That goes back to
it's a question that's really none of my business, but it is an excellent question.
That goes back to the vanilla pudding cup.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm not
back to this shit.
I'm not, but it you see, I rationalize it. Now it makes sense, doesn't it? Now it makes sense.
I never said it didn't make sense.
Okay,
I just find the analogy to be disgusting.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's all.
I like it. It makes me laugh. It brings me joy. The point is that I'm trying to make is that just learn from your mistakes, not just with kids, but in life lessons, in relationships. If you know you fucked over the last guy because you fucked his brother, going into your next relationship, ask the guy, hey, you got any brothers?
Wow.
Before, ahead of time. Just let them know, like, hey, I got a problem. Apparently I fuck brothers. Just don't do it. Learn from your mistakes is all I'm getting at. Just learn better. Like, I mean, learn and do better. That's all I'm asking people to do.
You have any brothers
And
that I fucked?
No.
Or didn't, or might want to later? I don't know.
And not only
Goddamn.
learn from your mistakes, grow, and most importantly, learn early. Don't, and try not to bring the fucking remnants of those mistakes with you.
Yeah, that's really what I like to avoid is
You can be a fuck
bringing
up.
that with you. Is
Just don't bring
it's not gonna help.
evidence
It's not
of
gonna
that
help
shit.
this garden grow over here.
Just don't bring evidence of that shit, i.e. kids and STDs. Leave that shit over there. You can be the biggest hoe in college. You can be a tramp all day. Don't get pregnant. Don't catch a disease. And when you finish college, move.
so nobody knows about your.
Yeah, nobody. Where you
extensive
going? You
rap
can start
sheet.
all over again.
You got a rap sheet a mile long.
Atlanta, Texas, Alabama is full of chicks who just wanted a fresh start. They entered the whore relocation program. It's not witness because y'all ain't witness shit, but a whole bunch of dicks going in and out. So it's whore relocation program. I went left, didn't I?
Yeah,
I went too far.
A little bit.
I went too far with that one. Damn.
That's fine.
All
That's
right.
fine.
I'm done anyway. That's the end of my list.
That's cool. You sure you done?
Yeah,
You
I'm
done or
done.
you finished?
You finish or you done?
You finished
All
or
three of
you
you.
done?
That's it. I'm good.
Okay.
I got that off my chest.
All right. So, I guess the moral of the story here is, I don't know. Let's spin the wheel of morality. Hold on a second.
Big money, come on, go. Big money, no whammies, stop.
I guess the moral of the story is keep your shit tight. No, seriously, the moral here is if you don't find value in what you possess, then no one else will. And the next episode of this is going to be us talking about dudes and why can't they keep a person. And I think that will be far more interesting because with women, it's do this, do that, and pretty much most men will be banging at your door trying to get you to marry them in a lot of cases. But as far as guys go, it's a little more than it's a little more intricate than just being beautiful and accomplished. Because that's really, I mean, if you got a woman who's an attractive woman and she's got a lot going for her, I mean, she could literally have a Thunderdome in her backyard and have guys fight over who's going to take her hand in marriage. Guys, it doesn't work that way. But we'll touch on that again on the next Shake Up, guys. Anything else you want to throw out there before we wrap it up, buddy?
I'm great, man. I think that honestly covered everything. We forgot to do Are You Ratchet? You might be ratchet if.
Oh,
You
I got a good one.
Knock yourself out, man.
You might be ratchet if you pay full chicken prices for just chicken skins. You might be ratchet.
The fuck do that mean?
Because now I saw this advertisement where people, well, I don't know what restaurant it was, but they was just selling chicken skin, like fried chicken skin. No chicken, just fried chicken skin. Like as an appetizer. What the fuck?
The fuck?
It's like we are committed to killing humans as quickly as possible. But the replacement rate is so low, it's gonna look like a ghost town here in the next 100 years anyway, so whatever.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you might be ratchet if you pay full chicken prices for just chicken skins.
Right on. I can dig it. Well, shit. Staying in the spirit of chicken, you might be ratchet if you ready to pull a drive-by on Chick-fil-A because Popeye's new chicken sandwich.
Dude, what the fuck is all this about, dog? Like, I don't get it. What is going on here, man? Like, somebody was telling me about this Popeye's chicken sandwich today, and I was just like, okay, so what? Every fast food restaurant, non-fast food restaurant has got a chicken sandwich. What's the big whoop?
Well, apparently Popeyes is supposed to be the shit, and it's supposed to be rivaling Chick-fil-A.
I don't even eat it Popeyes, so I don't know.
I do.
And
It's
I
delicious.
doubt very much that it rivals it.
Well, I know
I haven't tried it yet though. so I
Chick-fil-A
don't
is
know.
kissed by angels, and their waffle fries are God's fucking potato skins. So I don't know. That's what everybody's going off about, man. It's supposed to be the shit. So that's all I got, man.
Well, if that's it, we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends, because we're trying to grow this channel, and we can't grow unless we get your help. We need your help. So if you're watching this, share with your friends. Have them subscribe. Have their mama subscribe, and have their daddy subscribe too. Can't forget about the dads.
I forgot.
What's up?
Disclaimer. If I have offended you or said anything hostile, like he said, share, like, subscribe. Please share it, because I really want to grow this channel. I like what we do here. This shit brings me joy.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's my therapy.
It's fun for us.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It'd be a lot more fun if we had more people to talk to and interact with.
We want to
but,
interact with you. So
I mean, we'll have fun just talking to each other. So
there you
it's
go.
cool.
So if you can tune into the live shows, come into the chat room, go back and forth with us. If you don't like something I said, two things. One, jump into the chat room and say something. We'll interact. We'll go back and forth. I'll explain. If you need further detail, I'll explain. That's one. Two, if you didn't like something I said, I meant that shit. I meant every word, and I hope you choke on it. Fuck yeah. I meant it. I really did. I don't say anything I don't mean. So.
All right. So, I'm Brad.
And I am Jay.
And we are the Shake Up Guys, and we will see you on the next go around. Thanks for watching. Peace out.